Netflix and Chris Rock are celebrating their first live special. However, Netflix also made its first live edit. What do you think they cut out? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. I have the full version, I have the new edit, and I have what they could have done, and I'm surprised they didn't. So I got 3 cuts we're going to break down for you as this news is starting to get out there. I wanted to share with you because I have the original cut. I wanted to see what you guys' thoughts of this. Yes, they did edit and delete a section of Chris Rock's special, but it's not as nefarious as maybe some of you were hoping or thinking. No, Chris Rock stumbled a joke and they edited the joke. But what's interesting about how Netflix edited it was that they could have edited more. Chris Rock definitely could have edited more. However, they did a pretty clean, simple edit that I want to showcase to you here. So here is the new version on Netflix. If you watch it, I still had to bleep the profanity. Sorry, guys, you got to bleep it. And I am going to be talking and helping because this is news commentary Netflix. Netflix is trying to shut every clip down. But Netflix, this is commentary. It's fair use. We are editing it. I am doing this. So Netflix, stop striking everybody all over. We're all trying to promote your special, which, by the way, I'm happily doing. Go check out Netflix's Chris Rock stand-up special, Selective Outrage. But I wanted to break down these clips so we can see how Netflix is actually editing it and why this has become news today. So here's the new cut. You ready for it?
I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host. She said he should quit because Will didn't get nominated for Concussion.
Now, that was it. That was the edit. I colorized it so you could see the difference. It was very quick.
I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host. She said he should quit because Will didn't get nominated for Concussion.
Now, unlike YouTube, Netflix has more controls. They didn't just like splice it and cut it together. No, they put a whole new shot here. They took another angle, another B-roll shot they took from somewhere and placed it to cover up this edit. And they definitely, did a little bit of a mesh fade in, cross dissolve on the audio. So what was really cut out? What was cut out? If you missed the flub the first time, here it is.
I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host because her man didn't get nominated for Emancipation. The biggest piece of ever.
Now, he messed up the name of the movie. Obviously, that's what he did there. Again, I understand. Now, what's interesting is you watch this, like, when does he realize he messed up? He sort of does, but he doesn't until he hits the punchline.
Okay? And then something gives me a fucking concussion. No, not Emancipation. I fucked up the joke. Concussion. She said he should quit.
Now, that's it. That was what they cut out. I want to watch the cutout portion again because this is a section where, again, he makes a mistake. And he's probably told this joke a million times on tour, right? It's a bummer. I feel for him. And when we did the first cut, I cut it. But I kind of liked this because it made it feel live. Like it could have been a tape special for all we knew. But no, this flub made it feel real. And so I do think for archival purposes, for news sake, it's good to see not only that it happened, but just, how comedians think and work. Was it nerves? Was it just a mess up? What do you guys think in the comments? But here it is again.
Because her man didn't get nominated for Emancipation. The biggest piece of ever. Okay? And then something gives me a fucking concussion. No, not Emancipation. I fucked up the joke. Concussion.
Yeah, you could tell there because he says the biggest piece of S ever. Like he's off because he said emancipation, and he does have an emancipation joke later that they kept in. They didn't cut that one out, surprisingly, even though it got the backlash. I'm glad. If they were starting to cut out jokes, well, this would be even bigger news. I think there'd be even more of an outcry, and Chris Rock would lose a lot of cred that he's suddenly earned in those circles. But yeah, you could tell he messes up the biggest S, and then as he's saying the punchline here.
Okay, and then something gives me a fucking concussion. No, not Emancipation. I fucked up the joke. Concussion.
Now, what a pro he is, because he knows. I'll just edit that. We're just going to edit that because he's probably done this tons of times where he's messed up, stumbled. It happens. Good luck memorizing all these jokes. Kudos to Chris. But it's interesting to see a comedian of this caliber and how he sort of handles the mess up. And so he immediately reconnects, and then starts over.
She said he should quit because Will didn't get nominated for Concussion.
Now, what's interesting is I'm going to play this portion, and I'm going to show you another edit they could have done because this part is probably where I think in the messing up of the joke, he got even more raw than maybe he meant to, where he calls Jada a B. And I think that was definitely the most aggressive. Some of you are going to say, Andy, it was the right thing, but it was definitely the most aggressive because then he does call her the B.
What the So then I do some jokes about her. Who gives a That's how it is. She starts it, I finish it, okay? That's what the happened.
Like, this doesn't really make sense the more you look at it. So I told some jokes. She starts it, I finish it.
Nobody's picking on this bitch. She started this. Nobody was picking on her.
No, I mean, nobody was. I mean, you made a joke about her. I think it was a very positive joke. Again, tell me your comments down below. What do you think of that joke, the G.I. Jane joke? Was it negative? Was it positive? But that joke,
nobody was picking on her. She said, a fucking grown-ass man should quit his job because her husband didn't get nominated for Concussion. And then this gives me a fucking concussion, okay? What the man?
Now, they could have trimmed out that aggression if they'd wanted to, and I'm not saying but he should have, but he didn't. He kept it all in. He didn't make any drastic cuts. But imagine if you just got that punchline right and you wanted to cut out all that, him fumbling to trying to find it and his anger in it. Here's what it could have been.
I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host. She said he should quit because Will didn't get nominated for Concussion. What the fuck? And then this gives me a fucking concussion, okay? What the man?
They could have found a way to trim that in, but that anger in between was pretty telling. It wanted me, a grown-ass man, to quit his job. They kept all this in there, and I gotta say, good. I'm glad they did. I think Chris deserves to have that edit in there. But now you've seen it. That's the original take of how it went down. Yeah, a lot of people out there reporting on this, talking about it, trying to clickbait it. But yeah, the reality is they edited it, which I think is impressive. Netflix could do here on YouTube. If I wanted to edit this, I couldn't. I'd have to find a cut point, and then I have to trim it. In fact, I'm going to try that right now. We're going to cut, and then I'm going to come back, and all this stuff's going to be gone. But this part is going to be cut. Did you hear me say it? And now look, my hands are up because I cut it. We can cut it, but I can't put a B-roll shot over it like they did. So Netflix, to do that, had to go and actually re-edit, upload the whole damn thing, which shows they had the power to change anything else. And from what I've gathered and I watched, they haven't done that. So there it is. Meanwhile, people are saying Will Smith's having his comeback. Chris Rock's not causing any problem. The PR experts chiming in, saying it's good. While he waited too long to apologize, he's back to winning awards, and Hollywood loves comebacks. He should definitely not say anything. They're all echoing as well that it's good that he just doesn't respond to this special, is what they think here. It was right that Smith didn't respond to the slap, even though sure looks like he did. He's out there saying, why didn't watch? And then this source now is all over. Will Smith is embarrassed and hurt. That was a bad take. Whatever this source is, you think that Jada and Will would have come out and said that's not true. Spokesman for Will says Will's not commenting on the special. He's kind of locked in a box there because if he comments on a non-comment, that's kind of a comment. So it's hard to do. Even though sources have come forward for August Alsina saying he didn't say what they said, but a lot of you didn't agree with him. So we got so much more on this topic. In fact, I'll create a playlist I'm going to put a couple more videos at the end of this so you guys can follow all the drama because it's still going. We'll see if Will or Jada actually officially ever address this on the Table Talk. And if you want to watch some really disturbing stuff about Jada and the unlisted, the members only version of that video, as we were going through that episode, more and more came in. And my goodness, the stuff that the Red Table Talk talks about, ooh, is all I'll say. So again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that bell for all alerts so you get notified on our content. Smash the like button and leave a comment down below on your thoughts. Or if you really want to help, hit that join button. Pick a tier. You'll become a Popcorn Planeteer. And you'll support all our replays. And that yesterday's replay, go look up the Jada Pinkett one from yesterday. The 391 members. Yikes. Yeah, that was Vito and Lewis all were silent. They didn't even want to comment. It got so gross and weird. Man, I like you, Will. This family of yours, TMI, man. TMI. What do you guys think of all this? Are you glad they edited it for Chris? Are you mad they edited it for Chris? Leave your comments down below. Check out these videos as well and stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.